I'm here with my bare face today. We're gonna go wash our face and everything. I showered last night so I could save time in the morning. But yeah, it's a Saturday and we'll do a little get ready with me. So I'll be back. Guys, look at how the curls turned out. Just from braiding my hair at night. It kind of like it's giving, guys. Look at this. It's like 2 p.m. right now and I can hear someone's alarm like going off. I look like shit right now, but we're not gonna look like shit the whole time. So I first take this epilator, and what I'm gonna do with it is that I'm gonna just go around and like touch up my eyebrows. So once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna like pat it on my face. What it does is that sort of removes the redness for me and like soothes my skin. I'm gonna use this like Too Faced Mini for this. I haven't been using it actually and I got it a while ago. So let's get into it. I know like you guys are waiting for me to answer some of the questions. Actually, I'm gonna put up a prompt on Instagram like the good old days about like asking questions, and let's see what you guys say actually. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a rundown of when I stopped uploading and hopefully you guys can forgive me. So it was last year about November when I like broke my nose, and that was terrible, guys. Everyone thought I was getting a nose job, but I like just like fell freaking flat on my face and broke my nose. It was horrible. It was the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life. When I fell, my nose was bleeding so much and I was like so like I was in a hurry, so I didn't have time to like think about, oh my god, my nose is broken, because it didn't hurt, guys. It didn't hurt like the slightest bit, and I was just like, okay, I think I just like injured my nose really badly. It's gonna like it bled a little, but it'll be fine. But I like the next day I started noticing that my nose had like tilted. I think it had tilted to like this side. It had fully like tilted to this side. I had like scratches here. I had like a big bruise on my head. Like my face was like effed up. Like it was bad. And then I just went to the hospital, and the local hospital that is the closest to me is fully like Chinese speaking, and my Chinese is good enough to interact with people about like normal stuff. It's not good enough to understand medical terms. So I went there and the doctor saw my nose and she recommended for me to do a CT scan, and I did the CT scan, and then she just kept saying one Chinese word over and over again, and I was like, I don't know what this means. And like me and my friend, we looked it up and it meant broken. So she showed us the CT scan. It had broken from like these two sides, and my septum had also like cracked, which was a really bad situation. So I went to the international hospital in Shanghai where everyone speaks English, and that's when I realized how bad the situation was. And he was like, you need to get a surgery ASAP or else it's gonna be like unfixable for your life, because the nose is gonna start like building itself in like the tilted area. And I got my surgery. It was so painful. It was actually so painful for the first day because they entirely block your nose, and I had no clue how important nose was for a regulation of like all of your mucuses in your face, because once they fully jam up your nose all the way until here after the surgery, all of the mucus in your nose starts flowing out from your eyes. So my eyes were like swollen, my brain wouldn't stop hurting, like everything was like messed up in my skull, and I could feel how messed up it was. But I was on a lot of painkillers, and after like 3 days they sent me home, and I was like doing classes. My professors were so understanding, guys, and I don't know, I didn't record that whole time. Then I went back home and I just wanted to like chill. I kept telling myself that I was gonna record, but I was like, it's been so long since I stopped uploading that probably no one cares anymore. I realized there's nothing fun to show in my life. That's also like one of the insecurities I have, that nobody wants to see me do stupid things all the time. And so I didn't upload for a long time then, and it wasn't until like every Instagram post that I made, everyone would comment that we just want to see you post again, when I realized that people like actually care about me uploading. So yeah, here I am, guys. Dude, it's so hard to talk to yourself when you have an inner voice telling you that like things that you do are meaningless, nobody cares about it. But yeah, I think that's like one of the things I need to work on myself for. Another thing that I've been loving recently is powder-based blushes, or sorry, why did I say powder-based? I mean to say like liquid or cream blushes. I also have this one that I really love, which is like Pixie On The Glow blush. This is I have so many viral products, guys. I need to stop buying. So another question is, what are you studying right now? What is the degree or major, and how is it going? So I started as a molecular bioscience major, but 1 year into my major I had only taken chemistry classes, physics classes, and math classes. And I took my first bio class right when I broke my nose, and I realized I wasn't that interested in bio. I don't know why I jumped into molecular bioscience without knowing much about it. So I switched my major to a bachelor's in engineering, to material science. Cleared my major, so there's no going back from this, and I'm doing an engineering degree. I never would have thought that this would be me. Like, I don't know, when I was a kid, when I was like doing my boards, I thought that, wow, this is the last time that I'm gonna do math, and I'm never gonna do math again. And now I'm doing an engineering major, so that is very exciting. Never thought I would make that choice in my life. Where do you plan to live after university? So I really haven't decided yet. I am gonna go wherever a good job that I get takes me, basically. So I do want to work. One of my requirements is that it has to be in a big city, whether it be like Mumbai or whether it be London. Like, I don't really care, as long as it's like a big city where I can like do fun stuff. And yeah, another question right now which says, when are you going back to India? I was in India in December and January. I'm gonna go back in May, and then I'm gonna go back again in September. So I do go back to India a good amount. But yeah, if I don't know, I think I want to like stream again when I go back to India, because I know a lot of you guys used to watch my YouTube streams on my second channel, and I used to like sing, used to play the ukulele, and that was really fun. So I'm gonna do that when I go back. Alright guys, so I'm ready. I put on an outfit, but I want to do my outfit check outside because it's really sunny outside today, and it's never sunny where I live. So I'm gonna go to the Starbucks close to me.
Everything about it started out just like a storybook. I know that sounds cliche, so can you blame me being skeptical? Cause every other time my heart was online, I end up disappointed and I'm pushed it to the side. Don't know what to do, cause when it comes to you, there's no sign of it. Cause I feel cute and I feel happy.
So I'm at this lake that I used to come to all the time my first year in college. It's right behind me and I'll show you guys in a little bit. Actually, maybe you guys need to see it right now. But yeah, it's just like grass and lake, and it's like really beautiful. And on a sunny day, it's like the most like perfect thing ever. Except for this one grass that is like ruining my frame. But yeah, I feel so grateful sometimes to just be able to be alone in a city, lay alone outside on grass and like not be harassed. I feel like that is one of my biggest fears a lot of the times as a girl. And I'm not just talking about India. It also used to be like a fear in Spain for me all the time because I don't know if you guys know, but my phone got robbed in Spain. I talked about this in a video. Someone asked me today, have you ever felt like you lost interest in things in life? And it's like such a deep question, honestly, because in a lot of ways it is what depression is, and it is also in ways where life just starts feeling so monotonous that you lose interest. I think I felt that way a lot when I'm in college, and it's not in a really bad depression kind of sense, but it's in a sense where every week is the same. Like, I go to classes, I do my classes, I relax on the weekends, and I do my classes again. And that's one of the things that I don't like about the small town that I live in, because life here is so simple. Everything here has a very direct meaning to it. Like, the people here, they just like look like they are here with their families out on a normal day. They're chilling, they go to Starbucks, they take cute selfies, and they go back home. And I love the simplicity of it, but I also hate it at the same time, because life's more fun with drama. But yeah, there's like, the grass is always greener on the other side. Even though I'm like laying in pretty green grass right now, you're always gonna want better things. And I think that's a great part about being human, because if you're not looking for like a better life, better things to do, you're not really thinking about improving. You're happy about the way things are. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Someone asked me what are the foods that I miss the most from India. For me, it has to be pani puri. If we're talking about like food, I love pani puri with my whole heart. I think like a quarter of my heart belongs to pani puri. I wish I could have pani puri here. So it's like the thing that I get like every day when I go back to India. If you hate on pani puris, I mean you're directly beefing. Like, there's never any chances of us being friends. I really miss blue lays, but my friend who is from Bangalore, he brought me blue lays recently for my birthday, and I was so grateful. Like, you guys should have seen my reaction. It was the best present ever. Then someone was asking me about socializing in college. I think I don't know, guys. I don't know if you guys have realized I'm like semi-extroverted. So like, I don't really ever find that much trouble in socializing. But sometimes my social battery is so low that I intentionally avoid people as much as I can. And in those cases, I just don't force myself. But if you're someone who wants to be social but just doesn't know how to start, just talk to people and be nice to them and have a normal conversation. Ask questions about them. People love answering questions about them. So for example, you meet someone, you've heard about them in some way, you've seen them perform, and it's like, hey, I saw you perform last week. You guys, your band was so good. I'm Zoya, by the way. What's your name? What's your major? Like, just where are you from? Just ask questions about them. And every time they answer, try to find something that you have in common and maybe try to bond over that. That's what I do whenever I try to start a conversation with someone new. And when you see them around, don't be scared to say hi and talk to them again. Most of the time, you're going to get a gut feeling if someone isn't really interested in talking to you, and then you have to leave it at that, because you cannot force people to like you. And that's something I learned the hard way. when I was back in my school in India, I thought that everyone was constantly judging me because of my YouTube channel, and that's why I never even bothered trying to talk to them. And guys, think about this. I'm talking about the time where being an influencer was not cool. That's when I was doing this stuff. Like, this was before Reels, this was before TikTok, this was when no one was trying to be an influencer. That's when like my channel was like at its peak, and it was just like the craziest experience pulling up to school and everyone's like watched you do your nighttime routine and they've seen like what like you do when you're back home from school. This is guys, this is barely when people even like really used YouTube and used to watch YouTube videos. Like I was like an OG like teenage YouTube, and I like think about that sometimes, and I think about like how little credit I gave myself for doing all of that stuff without having like anyone my age from India, from my city to look up to watch. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat food right now. I'm thinking between two restaurants. One of them is like a mixed cuisine. There's some really good Mexican food there, and the other one is an Italian restaurant. So yeah, I'm just thinking. But I think first I'm just gonna lay here and chill for a little bit because the weather is lovely.